everyone, and welcome back to today's episode of Back in the Day. And today we are seeing this mom. I cannot pronounce this lady's name. Sue Taraskiewicz. I am sorry that if I pronounce your daughter's name wrong, but Sue's mother is still seeking justice for her daughter. So yeah.
Susan Taraskiewicz's parents say she was subjected to an unrelenting campaign of sexual harassment by male co-workers in the months leading up to her murder. She was the first female baggage handler crew chief at Logan Airport.
I believe, deep down in my heart, that there are people over at Northwest that know about Susan's murder.
And I am not going away. You're going to look over your shoulder until the day that I go, but I will get you, and I will get justice for my Susan. I am not going away. But what I want to say to everyone is, please, I've been asking you for 24 years. These people that did this are looking over their shoulder every year because I'm not going anywhere. I am a fighter. My daughter was a fighter. My daughter Susan was a beautiful girl inside and out. She was very caring, giving. She loved to do things for other people. Last time I saw Sue was my 50th birthday. And my husband took us all into a restaurant in Boston. And she was never on time for certain things, but across the calendar she put, I was on time. And of course, when you get there and we had dinner, they start talking, my three children, about things that they did that you weren't supposed to know. But we had a wonderfully, and that was the last time. So I am very grateful for that. I mean, as sad as it is, I am just so glad that it was on such a special day. Went from 3 different jobs, boarding. She did cleaning the planes, but she wanted to get on the ramp so bad. And the thing that she liked the most was de-icing the planes. So she fought for the job for 3 years. They gave it to another male employee that could not do the job. She was more qualified. She fought for 3 years and got it, and she got all her back pay for it. She handled it very well. She'd come home and say, I handled 100,000 bags today, or whatever. It's not a job I wanted her to do. And I told her that I didn't think as a female, especially back then, it was a job for women. But she said that's what she wanted to do. And I said, well, as long as you're careful, and remember, you are a female. She said the men gave her a very hard time. A lot of times they didn't want to do anything, and she'd get stuck doing it. And she said it really aggravated her because she knew they just didn't want her as the boss. And we said to her, well, then why don't you leave? She said, they're not getting me out of here. It's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And she said, I'm not going to let them get to me. We're females and we're entitled to do the job as well as they. As long as I do the job as well as they do or better, then I should be able to keep it. We didn't know what was going on. We just could see a change in Susan. And her sister was getting married in February. So the day that Susan, we considered, disappeared, she was having the girls at our home to talk about, what they were buying her. And she was very irritable. And she said, I got to get to work, and I know they're going to give me a hard time, but I got to do it.
Taraskiewicz was a Northwest Airlines baggage handler at Logan Airport. Her body was found in the trunk of her car in Revere, a day and a half after she had left the airport to get sandwiches for coworkers. Investigators have pursued several leads.
I I got in my car and went to Saugus Police Station. Went into the police station and a female officer asked what she could do for me. I said, I'm here to report my daughter missing. The phone rang. She excused herself and came back and said, Mrs. Taraskiewicz, we found your daughter. We've lived in Saugus 32 years, so we knew the chief of police. She said, you need to go in. We went in, he sat down. He said, Marlene, I have bad news. Susan was found in the trunk of her car. I said, what do you mean? He said, Susan was murdered. I found a diary where it was just a little notebook where she had jotted down a lot of things, you know, what they were doing and things like that. And that's when it started to really escalate.
April 12th, 1989. He came into the break room and threw my radio into the wall, smashing it into several pieces. He came back into the room, saw that it still worked, and again threw it into the wall, this time permanently damaging it. What's the matter? Is your little punk boyfriend gonna beat me up? He's lucky I didn't kill him. Another coworker said I should drop the situation about the radio, or he would spread rumors that I was a slut and had a bad reputation. Other people also warned me of his actions. September 27th, 1989. Sue, slut, was written in the locker room. I was told it's okay if an employee wants to write on the walls about management. Don't let these people know this bothers you. Just sit back and ignore it, I was told. October 23rd, 1989. When I went into work, I had been put on lavatory duty as a punishment for my outburst yesterday. Lavs is an easy job, but I feel I should not be punished because of what I did.
We were shocked because she didn't really show us too much. You know, we could see how irritable she was, but sometimes Sue could be like that if she needed more sleep. But we truly didn't realize what she was going through. We really didn't. Her diary for me is hard to read, knowing what she was going through. But I'm so glad that she was smart enough to write that down.
Susan's parents say time and time again their daughter complained to her superiors. She even flew out to Northwest headquarters in Minneapolis on several occasions to complain to officials there. But according to her parents, nothing was ever done.
When we won the case, the reason why we won is the judge said he felt that was Sue speaking, not us, but Sue. Supposedly at the time, it was the biggest settlement in the history. But to me, that was blood money. That wasn't good money. But Susan was a giver. So with that money, we bought cancer treatments for people, we fed people. All that money went to help others in her name, not in our name. We gave scholarships and we did wonderful things for a lot of people in her name. They thought they would really get to her and she would quit. But if Susan really wanted something and she really loved what she was doing, you wouldn't get her to quit. And that's the sad thing. I mean, I'm proud of her for that because, you know, a lot of women have to go through so much on a job. And management, unions, they don't really take care of them like they do the men. But I'm proud that she fought as hard. Women are coming forward and telling what they're going through. It took Susan a long time to do that, and most women didn't do that. But now they are, and I'm so proud that they're doing that because You know, we're all entitled to do the job you want. As long as you're qualified for it, why not do it? I hope that seeing what Sue went through, now they know just how serious this is, and harassment and that, and come forward. That's what Charles Schultz sent us. She belonged to their fan club, and I explained what happened to Sue and that he met her. The next day, Charles Schultz called me, and he said, "Mrs. Taraskiewicz, I remember your daughter." And he said, "What can I do?" I said, "I would love to put Snoopy on her plaque." He said, "Which one?" I said, "Any one you want." So on her memorial plaque is Snoopy with roses all around it. And I used to go to the cemetery at the beginning and hide behind the bushes to see who came. And one time we looked and we jumped out. I don't know who it was. Somebody passed it by and we said, "What are you doing here? Who are you?" And no wonder they didn't get us arrested. I would have done anything. You name it, I would have done it. I say, please, it's not too late. Come forward, tell what you know, clear your conscience. It's 28 years. And I also say, if you have a daughter or a granddaughter, look in their beautiful eyes and I hope you see Susan. I live with it every day. I pray that I will be here to see the justice, and I will.
Today's episode and catch us in our next episode of Back in a Day.